What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and this is the video where I pick the matchups for the first stage of my editing contest. I only have one take at this, so I'll probably fuck up a couple times. It has to be live since I'm gonna show you guys me picking all the matchups out of the hat, and I only have one try at it because it's completely random and I can't start over if I fuck up. So yeah, forgive me if I fuck up a couple times. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about first before I pick. And that is just the general rules moving forward for the next stage of the contest. First of all, no one knows who they're going to be matched up against. It's completely random. Like I said, I have all the names written down here on little pieces of paper, and I'm going to crumple them up and throw them in this hat and pick the matchups out randomly. So no one knows, including me, who is matched up with who. The rules for the edit, it starts tomorrow, so as soon as everyone sees this video, everyone that's competing and they know who they're matched up against, they can start on their edit because they're going to know which genre. I have the 4 genres right here. I want to pick a random one of those too. They'll be able to start on their entries. There will be a 30-second or a 3-clip either or requirement for each edit, just to make sure that someone doesn't do like an OC or something. I don't think anyone would, but just to be safe. So that's the rule on the clip requirement, the time limit. Some editors are PC and some are console, and that was a huge debate as to what the rules were going to be for that, because some people think it's a huge advantage, some people don't think it's that big of an advantage. So I just made a couple of basic rules. For the PC editors, they're not going to be allowed to use crazy configs or change the field of view of the clips, take off the HUD, do crazy shit like that. Well, taking off the HUD is probably fine, but no crazy effects, guns disappearing, map elements disappearing, like just basically if it's obvious that you can't do it on console without killing yourself, then you can't do it, because obviously there's a lot of stuff that you can do on PC that you can't on console. So PC editors can use the PC clips, but they have to be the same field of view, they have to look like console clips, and they can't be all sorts of crazy effects and configs and depth of field and all sorts of crazy shit. Just to make sure that it's as fair as it could possibly be between PC editors and console editors. They will have an advantage on the frames per second, but that's not a huge issue because some people prefer editing 60 frames per second anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. The exciting part is right now I'm going to take all the names, crumple them up, and put them into this little hat, and I'm really excited to find out who's matched up with each other because everyone in here is really, really talented, and I don't think there will be a bad matchup in the entire bit. So I'll show you guys the editors actually before I put them in the hat. The first one I'm crumpling up is Final Moment. I hope you guys can see that. We got Horn Elite, and you guys can tell these slips are crisp, like I haven't crumpled them up yet, so this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm not rigging anything. Idealism, had an awesome entry too. Barker, who has not replied to any of my messages, but I'm gonna make him compete even if he doesn't want to. You got Bitter. He's gonna kill it for the metal or rock category. Exta. I have a matchup in here that I really want to see, and it is, and they really want to compete against each other too, and that's Ven and Resolve. So hopefully they get matched up together for good luck. I'm gonna put them in one right after the other because I want to see that matchup really bad. Got Blacksher. Noah, who I really hope is competing too. I don't see why he wouldn't be because I think he was excited about it, but he hasn't replied to me. D3. Fun fact about D3 is he really, really, really loves the disappearing gun thing. Arrow. My good friend Arrow. He's the man. Storm. Zurge. This video is probably going to be pretty long, but oh well. You guys can fast forward to the end. You guys see what I'm doing anyways. Last two, you got Jiggy and Nate. So that's all 16. And then I'll do the genre at the end after I pick the matchups. So if you guys, there'll be a bracket at some point in this video so you guys can actually tell, you guys can visualize the matches, and I'll actually fill out the bracket so you guys can see all the matches. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everyone that gets matched up, you know, and then the two people that beat each other in each segment go on to face each other, and then et cetera, et cetera. So you got, make sure I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck. 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck. Now I gotta do that all over again. God damn it. Now these were the fuck-ups that I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, cool. So we have all of them in here. I'm just gonna shake them up. I wish I could have Zelda pick one out of the hat. All right, eyes closed. We got, who's the first one? Arrow. Just so you guys can see that I'm not lying. Arrow. Who is Arrow gonna be matched up with? My girlfriend's signaling to me that she wants to pick the name, so she'll do the next one. Arrow and D3. That's gonna be a fucking awesome matchup. Holy shit. Alright, Arrow and D3 are the first matchup. Ashley's gonna pick the other ones, I suppose. Alright, good shot.
No, that's happening.
That's actually another way to prove to you guys that I'm not rigging this whole thing.
He's rigging this whole thing.
Just hand them to me. Alright. Next matchup. Resolve. Alright, pick Ven, babe. Please pick Ven.
Alright, and if I don't,
Alright.
will you kill me?
Fingers crossed. Barker. Alright, so Resolve and Barker is matchup number 2.
Sorry. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Next matchup. They're gonna be so bummed out, Resolve and Ven. They got Storm. Storm versus. You gotta shake it up every time.
I did.
Alright, Storm versus Exta. That'll be a good one. I like that. I like that. Alright, 4th matchup. Halfway there. You got Noah.
No.
Noah.
Who's gonna be?
People are just gonna fast forward to the end just to see it. Noah versus Jiggy.
Jiggy.
That's gonna be a good one. Jiggy, you got your hands full.
So you better get jiggy with it.
Oh my god.
Sound like your dad.
You're not allowed to pick him anymore.
Sorry.
Alright. Matchup number 5. Idealism versus. What was that?
I don't know.
Idealism versus Final Moment. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. That one's all. Yeah, I'm most excited for that one at this point in time. It's gonna be awesome. All right, matchup number 6. Horn. I like that too. Horn versus Blackshear. 2 completely different styles.
That one's like super small.
But it won't matter because, yeah, this is Ven.
Yeah,
You should have just picked the small one. Ven. I knew it was Ven because it was so
I
tiny.
did pick the small one. That's why I'm dating you.
Trying to fucking be all funny.
Yeah, it's not working.
Ven versus Zurge.
Why is that funny?
I'm just laughing at you. Alright, and the last 2 we can just do at the same time because
No.
there's only 2 left. Alright, no, we still need to do the genre. Will you crumple those up?
Yep.
So the 4 genres are rap and trap,
Rap trap.
Rap or trap. You get to pick if, you know, whichever one you want.
So crumble.
Rock, metal, or hardcore. You get to pick whichever one you want of that. EDM or DNB, like mild electronic music is what that entails.
So not like whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, like crazy.
Yeah, just like, yeah, DNB and shit like that. And then the last one is hard. So like glitchy, dubstep, like heavier electronic are all that in that category. All right, last matchup is Bitter and who am I missing? Nate. Bitter and Nate. All right. Cool. So that's all the matchups. I'll fill out the diagram so you guys can see who's matched up against each other and visualize it for yourself. One thing that I want to do too is if you guys predict, I want you all to comment in the comments and predict every round until the finals, and including who you think is going to win the finals. And whoever predicts all of the matchups right the entire way through will win something. I don't know if it's going to be like an Elgato or a Scuff or something like that, but you'll win something cool. So yeah, how that'll work is in the comments, just comment like, you know, for each matchup. So like you got, you know, for the first 4 matchups, you got Arrow and D3, Resolve and Barker, Storm and Exta, and Noah and Jiggy. So I would be like, you know, I'd comment round 1, you know, Arrow, Barker, Storm, Noah. And those would be my predictions for the first 4 matchups, you know. Those aren't my actual predictions, but, you know, I'm just using an example. So I'd put Arrow, Storm, Barker, and Noah. And then Idealism, Horn, Ven, Bitter. Put that in like one line, and then maybe like skip a line, and then put who you think is going to win the next matchups based on how they'll line up on the bracket, all the way until who you think is going to win the finals. And if anyone predicts it properly, then yeah, you'll win something cool. That's pretty much it. That's the matchups. I'm really fucking excited for the next stage of the contest. It's going to be awesome, and I'm excited to see all these matchups. A couple of these are pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck to everyone. To all those entering, once you're done with your edit, I'm sure I will talk to you about it at some point in the time, but just give it to me on Skype. Don't upload it. The first time anyone is going to see these edits except for me is when I upload the video. And then I will choose who gets to move on and who loses. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. And I'll see you in a couple weeks with the results. All right, peace. All right, since I was so excited, I forgot to pick a genre. So yeah, like I said, 1 take, so I can't really go back in time and redo everything. So, you want to pick it or you want me to pick it?
I want to pick it.
This is the genre that you guys are going to be editing to for the first round. I almost forgot that altogether. All right, first round, you guys got glitch, dubstep, heavy electronic, etc., etc., which is, I don't know, that's a pretty hard genre to start off with, I guess. All right, those are the matchups. That's the genre. I'm really excited, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Peace.